All right, look, hit the like button, hit the sub button, and hit the notification bell. You understand me? Subscribe to my channel, join this Fisk Unit army, and get Fisk Unit tough, okay? You know who's not Fisk Unit tough, even though I appreciate his words? Micah Parsons. So last week, you know what I'm saying, my man Micah Parsons was arguing with some producers at FanDuel. And according to said producer at FanDuel, this Micah Parsons pulled his phone out, went to Pro Football Reference, and made him stare at Daniel Jones' page. Because he wanted to drive home the point that Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts are the same player. He don't see no difference. And these are Micah Parsons' words. Micah Parsons doesn't see a difference between Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts. And he watches film on them. He has to play them both 2 times a year. He says, he don't see much of a difference. They're both the same level of talent. Now, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna run with it. You know, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. The first thing that comes to Big Fisk's mind is, once again, I'm validated. Once again, my words are proven to be right. Didn't I tell y'all that? My words are forever. When I drop these videos, when I preach these messages, when I give you these jewels, when I put it in the atmosphere, they linger. They stay there. It's like a cloud that just won't go away. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, or 2 years from now, I will be right. It took 4 years to get validated for Danny, but I was right though, right? So at the end of the day, that's the first thing that came to my mind is I'm right. I'm right, but that's why y'all rock with me. I know this already. But what really came to my mind, okay, is I was also right about Dak. Because his own the best player on the Cowboys is Micah Parsons. And he went out and said that there's no difference between Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts. If anything, he said Daniel Jones is just as good as Hurts, if not better. So where does that leave Dak? Because I could have sworn that the consensus top 5 quarterback in the NFL was Jalen Hurts. I could have sworn somebody told me the best quarterback in the NFC East. Forget the NFC East. The best quarterback in the entire NFC itself, the whole conference, was Jalen Hurts. Everybody watching this video right now, am I lying? Am I lying? Haven't all y'all been told since the Super Bowl is the best quarterback in the NFC is Jalen Hurts? Ain't that what we've been told? So the best quarterback in the NFC is Jalen Hurts. And the best defensive player in the NFC is Micah Parsons. And Micah Parsons, Aaron Donald had a bad year. He got to drop the crown. All right, I know what y'all thinking. Aaron Donald had a bad year. He got to drop that crown. But what back to the point. The point is this. If somebody at Micah Parsons' level just sat there and told me that there's no difference between Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts, then where does that leave Dak? You know what I'm saying? So not only was I right about Danny being better than Hurts, because I think he's better than Hurts, but I said at worst they wash. Remember when I was previewing the playoff game, I said Hurts and Danny they're a wash. They equal, they cancel each other out, but Hurts has a better team. So all these years when I've been saying that Daniel Jones is better than Dak, and the Cowboys would kill to have Daniel Jones on their team because Daniel Jones does all the things that Dak Prescott can't do. I'm sorry, Dak Bortles. His name is Dak Bortles. And he does everything that Dak Bortles can't do. He's clutch, he doesn't turn the ball over, and he's a leader. Those are the things that Dak can't do. Isn't Zeke the leader, the heart and soul of the offense? I could have sworn that's what I was told. Isn't Micah Parsons and not Dexter Lawrence, whatever the defensive Lawrence dude is who be calling people baby Elon, whatever, forgot his damn name. Aren't they the leaders of the defense? So my whole thing is this, ladies and gentlemen, Fisk Unit soldiers of all ages. Daniel Jones, from now till forever, is to be respected. If Micah Parsons is saying this, you don't think the Chase Young and Payne in Washington, you don't think they believe that? You don't think in that Eagle locker room they a little afraid of Daniel Jones, especially considering that last year was the first year that they swept Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, since he's came into the league, has played great against the Eagles. If you remember, Evan Ingram dropped that ball on Thursday Night Football. We should have swept Philly during the pandemic year. The pandemic season, Philly should have got swept, but Evan Ingram can't catch because Daniel Jones should have beat him on Thursday Night Football, and then 2 weeks later, Daniel Jones stuck his foot up the Eagle ass. He stuck his cleat so far out the Eagle ass when they burped, they was burping out Daniel Jones spikes. I'm telling you, like his cleat was all the way up their ass. So he should have swept in the pandemic year. And he would have swept them last in Joe Judge year, but he didn't play the second game because of his neck. Because if you remember, Giants fans, the last game Daniel Jones played, he beat the Eagles with a broken neck. So it was Eli Manning that got dominated by the Eagles, not Daniel Jones. Last year was the first year that the Eagles actually beat Daniel Jones convincingly. Can we all agree on that? I might do a separate video on that. I'm not going to talk about that no more because I need content. God knows I need content for the next 3 weeks waiting for training camp. I'll say that for another video. But at the end of the day, Daniel Jones should give every Giants fan a reason to be happy. Daniel Jones should give every single Giants fan a reason to smile because as long as we've got number 8 under center, we have a chance to beat anybody. I said it before, I say it again. The only quarterback on the planet better than Daniel Jones is Patrick Mahomes. There's Patrick Mahomes, and then there's everybody else. I'm willing to concede that Mahomes is that dude. I'm done hating on Mahomes. He beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. For that, I am grateful. I was on Mahomes' ass, pause. I was really killing Mahomes because I felt like he folded a couple times and I had to hold him accountable. But he beat the Eagles. He brought pain, misery, suffering. He brought depression upon the city of Philadelphia. For that, I am forever grateful. How can I hate this man when he caused Eagle fans heartache? They're still crying. They're still crying about the holding call. If we would have got the ball back, Jalen Hurts was gonna score. Shut up. So at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to get to y'all is, it's not about what Big Fisk says. It's not. When Big Fisk says that Daniel Jones is this and Daniel Jones is that, you take it with a grain of salt. I'm a Giants fan. Daniel Jones is my favorite player. Local kid, local Carolina kid. Us Carolina guys got to stick together. That's fine. I get it. But when Micah Parsons comes out and says that Daniel Jones is just as good as Jalen Hurts, if not better, you should listen. Can we all agree on that? Now, there were a couple topics that I want to talk about in this video that I'm not going to talk about because I need filler content. It's 3 weeks. It is 3 whole weeks until training camp. So I need to spread these Daniel Jones, Eagle, Hurts video. I got to spread this out. But that's it. That's all, fellas. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fisk Vegas, and I approve this message.